Hey, Matt here with herbivoremuscle.com. My kids and I just got back from the store, so I thought I'd go through what shopping for a family really looks like. Not everything we buy is the healthiest option, but when you're feeding a 3 and a 6-year-old, it's kind of what you do. We always try to make the best decisions that we can, and I try to follow the 80-20 rule myself. About 80% whole food, vegan, great all the time. The other 20% of the time, still vegan, but not necessarily whole food, a little bit more processed, a little bit more enjoyable. That keeps me working towards my goals. I don't get immense cravings, feel better that way. So let's look at everything that we just got from the store. Natural peanut butter, Adams, we love this. We go through a big one of these. Tip, if you buy any kind of a natural peanut butter, it's always got that oil on the top that you got to stir in, and it's kind of a pain when you first get it. Store it upside down. Okay, the oil will work its way up to the bottom of it, so then you don't, at the end of it, especially with these big containers, once you get to the end, you've got that like super salty peanut butter at the end that hasn't had any of the oil mixed in, and it does not taste good, and it's really hard to get off the bottom. So this is a great little, that's a great little thing that I picked up somewhere along the line and makes it much, much easier to mix. Watermelons, my youngest, my 3-year-old, both my kids love them, but my 3-year-old goes nuts for watermelons. Grapefruits, I eat half to one of these pretty much every single day just because I like them. They're great in the morning. Little thing of some snacked gala apples. Wash these up here in a minute, throw them in, and my kids, they go through, they each probably eat one of those a day, so we buy a lot of them. Bananas are our big ones. This is gonna be this is a light banana shopping trip today. Usually I'll get like 6 or 7 of these bundles, which is way more than we can eat, but what we like to do with them is let them go real brown, cut them up, put them in freezer baggies, stick them in the freezer, and then we use them to make nice creams with, which we eat, again, probably every night. I love it for post-workout meals, so I have these a lot. We just got 2 today. We didn't go too crazy with it, so a couple of things of bananas. Avocados, love them. We do a lot of avocado toast and avocados and pretty much everything. Brussels sprouts, I'll put a recipe up on my website that has to do with cooking up Brussels sprouts, how to make them super tasty and super good. They're really, really easy to cook, and the little marinade that I put in and cook it with makes these things amazing. Even my kids eat them. Walnuts, we go through a ton of walnuts. I use them to make homemade Larabars, or we just eat them in the morning. Being vegan, these are a great source of ALA, which is going to convert to our omega-3 fatty acids. So we go through a lot of these. My kids eat a lot of them, my wife and I, all of us. Dates, bag number 1. We buy, so this was a Costco trip. I buy at least 2 of these every single time that we go to Costco. Again, we use them in our ice creams, we use them in smoothies. I use them to make homemade Larabars. Again, you go through like a cup and a half of them. Again, recipe up on my website. And I love to have them in the morning. I eat them as breakfast almost every single morning. Pre-workout snack, amazing, especially if you're gonna train within about an hour. This is a really quick source of energy, so a lot of dates. Figs, another one, good iron source. So for my vegans out there, this is a great way to get your iron. It's got a good amount of vitamin C in it as well. Not a ton though, so have this with some other vitamin C products. Don't have tea or coffee at the same time. Eat these, you'll get some of your iron in. That's another one that I like pre-workout. Frozen broccoli, fresh is my favorite, but every time we go to Costco, they have those, and they're quick and easy. If we're in a rush night, throw them in, 6 minutes in the microwave. Rarely do I do that. Most of the time, I actually like to steam them up. They turn out a little bit better. Celery sticks, pre-cut celery sticks. These are great. We'll juice them, dip them in peanut butter. Found these today, so we'll give them a shot. Vegetable spring rolls with edamame. My kids love. We do homemade sushi, little yakisoba bowls. So I figured I would get these. Obviously, again, they're not the absolute healthiest option out there, but 7 grams of protein, vegan. If my kids like them, they're a win. So we'll give those a shot. Beyond Burgers, love these. I don't eat them. I probably eat about 2 a week, maybe. But when I go, I always make sure that I've got these stocked in my freezer. Yeah, what else we got here? A couple things of tofu. This is good calcium set tofu. If you can, when you're looking for your tofu, check and see if it has calcium in it. So the ingredients on this one, they listed on the back. Water, organic soybeans, calcium sulfate. So it's already got the calcium into it. I think it's got 5 servings per tofu container at 10% of your daily value. So, 5 of those, that's 50% of your calcium for the day right in there. I don't usually eat one a day. I go through about half of a block, so 2.5 servings of that. My kids like it too. So as a family, we go through probably one of those a day. So these are great. My wife loves oat milk, so every time we go, I pick up a little case, 6 little oat milk containers in there. We keep those in the fridge all the time. We're getting low on raisins. My kids love raisins. These make for a great snack. They'll eat these with walnuts. They'll eat them with almonds, cashews. We put them in our oatmeals pretty much every single morning. Guacamole. Yep, we did get our avocados over there, but just these little pre-made guacamole packages are great. Again, my kids go through these a ton. With these pretzel chips, like I said, not everything is here is perfect. This is real family shopping for a vegan family. My kids love these. My youngest, my 3-year-old, anytime he wants a snack, I want pretzels and hummus, Daddy. So little hummus cups. I already had a ton in there, so I didn't need any more. Or little guacamole cups, and then my wife puts these on her salads. She'll have them with rice. So we go through a lot of those. Last couple things from today's shopping. Another thing of dates. Like I said, we buy a lot of those. Skinny Pop. My wife loves this stuff. So does my 6-year-old. School's starting up here pretty soon, so we've got some little tins. We'll put some Skinny Pop in there, and he can take those with him as well. And then last, some Dave's Killer Bread. This one is the good seed. I pick this one over the others when I get this. Mostly this is for my kids when I make sandwiches for them, but it is whole grain. It's got flax seeds in it. It's out of all the ones that Dave's makes, this one has the highest ALA. And so again, ALA is gonna convert over to our long chain fatty acids, omega-3s. And so I want my kids to get that and feed the little growing brains. So I usually get those. Costco has another thing. So if you've got a Costco in your area, we love this. These little bake-at-home sourdough breads are amazing. They come in vacuum packed, vacuum sealed. They're shelf stable for like 6 months. Ours never last that long. We will go through a box like this, maybe every 2 weeks. Fire up the oven, 425. You throw these in for 15 minutes and they're done, and they're delicious. They're amazing. I'll put peanut butter and banana on them. My kids will put some vegan butter on them, and they'll just go right through it. And so we'll make these up. Usually when we make them, we go through a loaf that day. We don't usually have very many leftovers with it, but so if you happen to be there, just thought I would throw a shout out to those. But that was our day, other than a couple of the other things that we needed to buy that were not food related, like diapers for my youngest and paper towels, those little things. This is what shopping for a family looks like. Not overly complicated, simple. When you're going out, make the best decisions that you can. Okay, feed your family healthy, whole foods, but understand that going through and getting some of the other things that are going to keep your kids satiated, keep them full, keep them enjoying what you're eating, and even for yourself. Like I said, I fixed my relationship with food by moving more to that 80-20 rule. When I was eating good all the time, clean all the time, whole food all the time, man, when I got to those snack meals, I would go absolutely bananas. And I would eat a ton of food, and I would even find myself doing a little bit of closet eating, which isn't fantastic for that. Once I backed that off just a little bit, I found that my strength went up, my gains went up, everything was better. My relationship with food is much better. I'm much happier. I'm much healthier. Okay. I'm not telling you to go out and go nuts and splurge and go nuts, but give yourself a little bit of a break. Eat as healthy as you possibly can. Keep it vegan, and we'll see you next time.